Hi, this is your commander, Omega, aka Phoenix, and I just want to talk with everyone. Or at least those that are left, anyway. So I'm gonna have like a face to face and turn the cam to where we can. Perfect. So, again, hi. The name is Omega, aka Phoenix, aka TC, or Ty, or which have you. I just want to have a chat with everyone to let you know how things are going, where have I been, my current health, events of 2023, what's going on with the squad, the future of the channel, and so forth. If you don't want to hear me rant from start to finish, but want to see a few segments, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everything segmented into cuts. So I have a segment here, a segment there, so you can just go straight to that part and just hear what I have to say, and that way it'll just be a lot easier. That way you don't have to hear me go on from start to finish and probably get bored. But that's just me. If you want to see that, then I'll have that in either the top comment or in the description, pinned comment down below. So, where have I been? But the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to apologize to my community for not being around. The reason why I've been around because I've kind of got sick around 2023. And 2023 was kind of like one of the hardest things I had to deal with due to a lot of events going on with my health, going on with everything else that's going on in my life, going on with the squad, and so forth. A lot of things hit me so far and so hard at once, it's just kind of just got out of hand. Soon later, I just couldn't even handle doing certain basic tasks like uploading or just editing. It was just too much for me to bear. I know some people be saying, but I see you fight when you had headaches. I see you fight when you had a cold. I see you fight when you had a virus, yet you still persist. Yes. But even for someone like me, I even have limits. I hate saying it, but I do. I may be a destructive legion that likes to fight everything, but deep down I am still human. And I had to take time for myself. I can't save the world or the universe or the multiverse if I can't save myself from a common cold or being sick. I decided to take the initiative to put myself first and get better. And I'm still getting better. I'm not fully out of the woods just yet, but I'm getting there. Both body and mind. So again, I should have told you when it happened. And you are my community. Y'all been around me since 2011. Wow, it's a long time. But I should have told y'all what's going on. I'll make sure to keep things posted as I continue through this journey. Now, what happened in 2023? 2023 as a whole was hard for me mentally and both physically. My health declined to where I lost so much weight that I went from 160 to 112. I looked like I was dehydrated and anorexic, which was a very bad sign. I mean, I could move certain body parts, I could lift my limbs, I couldn't lift like portions of my body in certain places. It was just hard for me to move. Luckily, I had enough strength to get to the doctor, and they told me once we rehydrate me, I'll be fine. Although the extreme measure would be take this man to a hospital, because if he didn't, he would have gone to intensive care. We had to put you down into like some induced coma, and yeah, I've been gone for a longer period of time. So yeah, thank God that nothing happened of that part. Um, yeah, so that was one of the cases that actually kind of caught me, and it kind of made me put my own life and YouTube channel on hold at that point. So I'm glad that like I didn't have to like push myself to like pump out content just to entertain everybody, or at least give my community what they need, when I can't even give myself a good health check. I need a reality check at that point. If I just kept pumping out content, I just not even taking care of myself. Luckily, I have enough common sense to just relax and just take my time. When the time comes, I believe that you will understand why I was gone. And now you know why. I took some time for myself, to better myself in more ways than one. But a lot of things happened outside the screen while I was actually away. So here was going on. I used to be heavily into Destiny. Destiny 2. I only main Titan because I don't see a point in just doing multiple characters and then just doing all this nonsense all over again. Now, to be fair, I did plan to do all of it back in Destiny 1 just to collect the Grimoire cards for the lore. I was doing that for the lore back in Destiny 1, but then again, I got frustrated like, oh, if I did that, I'll have to actually farm things for my hunters and do all this all over again. I was like, you know what, if I get lucky, fine. If I don't, I'm patient. Ain't gonna be that serious. But I main Titan. I'm a solar Titan, baby. Well, actually, I kind of mained every class at some point. Like, I mained one class every 2-3 months. And if I feel any different, I'll just swap the class and just have some fun with that. But I mained every class beforehand. I was a striker Titan for the longest. I rarely used Bubble because Bubble Titan was good in Destiny 1, but then again, it's like, nah, I kind of didn't need it until I realized, oh, this have good health properties, I could last longer, so it had good survivability, so I was like, okay, I'll do that. Anywho, over time, I had fought in Destiny. I had a clan. And the crazy thing about this was, I always loved the Crucible. There was like a day where I was not in the Crucible, just slaying, killing so many players all at once. And it was so much fun. I remember my first map that I played in the Crucible. It was Firebase Delphi, Mars map. I was so nervous. I was like, how can I know which is actually good? Am I facing bots or am I facing people? So I'm like, so in my mind, I was like, okay, they shoot at me, yes, they're clearly the enemy. But once I saw like the ridiculous names at the top, like, okay, that could be a person. And up to Destiny 2, I just been slaying for the longest. But I fought in the Crucible so long, I actually met my clan. And they're known as Deadman Clan. Fun fact, I was actually just minding my own business, just killing so many players in the Crucible that I came up to Deadman and his clan. Boy, when I tell you, I beat them so badly. It was hilarious, because, like, I keep seeing them over and over again. I think I saw them, like, 4 times. And I just wail on them from Vostok to the borders of, I don't know what's that place was. Lands? I beat them all over the place. It was so fun. But I beat them so badly that they asked me, hey, would you like to join a clan? I was like, okay, sure. Do you need a Crucible guy? He's like, yeah, we could use a Crucible guy. So I kind of became a Crucible associate. But over time, I became the guy that was known for fighting the Crucible trials competitive. And at some point, when new people started going to Gambit or everywhere else, they looked up to me, because I was the only person that can train them for that. And I was grateful. When I told them what happened with my condition, they were very understanding. And they did miss me. I thank them for that, because not only did they value me as a handler for their Crucible, but also as a member of the clan that generally did care about me, because they was wondering like what happened, because they haven't heard me for months up until now. So yeah, I'm grateful. But tragedy did strike, last I heard. While I was away, I heard that one of my clanmates got removed for falsifying himself as a Marine. I mean, I've heard from the grapevines or something about this person leaving, but I didn't get anything of it. I thought, this clan drama, I don't have time for this. I took my meds and just went back to sleep. But when I recently talked to my clan lead over the chat, and he explained with another clan member of mine that he did some actions that were kind of like disrespectful. It was hard for him to do so. They liked him, but they had to let him go because he was starting to mess with other clanmates. And I can understand that. You just can't start drama with other people in the clan. It'll bring division, and not many people like that. So I can completely understand that. Although it's funny because he talks so much crap to me, but I was the only person that can just 180 every single thing that he talks at me, and I do with a smile on my face. He can say one thing, I toss it right back. We go at it for hours, and he'd be laughing. I'm like, yeah, I can take a good dish out, and then some. He was a merc for the mouth, but so was I, and we just kept going at it, and it was just fun. Clan lead liked that so much that I think I was the only person in the clan that could actually handle him verbally and just didn't care. It was funny. But while that happened, another incident happened while I was away. One of my clanmates' husband, he passed away. To give context, while I was like active in the clan, I was by far the strongest crucible handler in our clan. Like, if you want to deal with anyone with crucible or someone to carry you on your back and you do nothing, I am that guy. I was that good in the crucible. I play my own music in my headphones and I just go slaying. I just go in competitive. I just go from ascendant. I go from brave, bold, up until not ascended, which I think is the max rank, but I get up there in the competitive matches. But outside that, I just slay. I just didn't care once I have music in my ears. But there was someone in the clan who was just as strong as me, or who could potentially surpass me, and her name was Janet. She was really good at what she did, but I heard that she had to take a toll because her man passed away from cancer. And I knew at the time that this was happening, but I thought he beat it. Always he was going to beat it. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, so rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. You would dearly be missed. I will have to see her again once all that's over. But on top of all that, while talking to the clan lead about Janet and her passing, I deal with passing my own as well. Like mid, I want to say October to November, one of my aunts passed away, and that took a toll on me. For context, I don't talk to certain family members as much, but I do remember them, and I do remember the good times that we had together. And when someone leaves, it does hurt me because it's knowing that they're not going to come back. That's like the final goodbye. It's hurtful to me. And as a honorable thing, I decided to carry her to her resting place in my loving memory, because it just felt right for me. Oh God. Someone asked me a question a long time ago. We was doing like a little survey, and one of the questions that stuck with me was, what's the one thing you wish you can do better, or at least know how to handle better? I said, I wish I learned how to let people go. Because if a loved one passed away, or a friend or someone leaves me, and I know them for years, if not decades, it will hurt me. And my mind will go into a loop, and it will replay the best memories I have with them. So I know they're always with me, if not physically or electronically, but spiritually. They may be gone, but the memories are still there. They're still fresh. That's one reason why I can remember so many things from way back then, because what I did with my aunt, I wrote the time on a calendar and I have it on a loop. And I did that with everyone else in the family that passed away, or the friends I miss. Yes, it did hurt me to write her name on the calendar for a loop to remember, but it's one of the things that helped me stay me, if it makes sense. I know a lot of people lost a lot of family members coming across 2020 and up, but we are still here. We can live on their memories. We carry their spirits, we carry their hearts and souls in our hearts. And I know you can't see me physically, but yes, this is a wee bit hard to talk about. Oh god. I hate going back in time. Because this does hurt. Whereas losing a girlfriend or losing a husband, wife, anyone close to you, it does hurt. But we move on. We carry the goodness that they bring in our lives, and we just do our best. I think the last kindness I can do, if I known you for a long period of time and you were to die, it would be an honor for me to carry you so I could lay you down to rest. That's like my highest honor I could do for you. But yeah. Sorry for getting a wee bit somewhat teary and deep, but yeah. Yeah. They say it's easier to talk it out than just hold it back, and they're right. Okay, so this is also apology to the squad mates I have. I'm not even sure if they know. I mean, some of them do know, because I used to talk to them about what's going on with my condition, but some people wondering, what happened to the squad? What happened to everyone else? Well, what happened was me. I happened. I can't remember what the hell we were talking about, but I knew I became petty. I said some shit that I didn't need to say, and it cost me. So, yeah. And I do deeply apologize for hurting you. I mean, if I could take it back, I could. And I went over the scenario in my head over and over again, trying to remember, like, what did you say? What did you do? I mean, I know what I did. I was petty about something, but I don't know what it was. We were talking about something, and I just can't remember. And I know it was me being petty over a topic. I kind of like the fact that Mama, aka Shawnee, she how can I put it? She's soft in some areas, but she's really strong in other areas too. I know she can, but there are certain things she just have a hard time talking about. I wish she does express herself more to actually broaden her mind to talk about certain things. But she's my Spitfire. Well, actually, scratch that. She's not a Spitfire. She is and always will be my darling. But Tim is a Spitfire. Mario's a madman. I don't give a damn what anyone says. He is a madman. I said it once, I'll say it again. Tyrell needs an oxygen tank. That man laughs more than me. His laugh is so infectious. It makes me laugh. For no reason. But you know what? My legs hurt. I'm going inside. Hey Lucas. This place seems so empty without them though. What kind of sucks? I don't actually lay down in bed, but I can sit on it. But that's Capcom for you. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, I guess. But they gave me this... Ooh, excuse me. They did give me this universe, so... I'm appreciative. Ah, my little fur baby. How you doing, Bubba? How you doing? I kinda see these 3 as my squad mates. Although if these 3 can take down a monster, I'll be impressed. What was I saying about? Oh, the squad. Right. I do miss my squad mates. The squad mates I have now aren't, or at least wasn't, my first squad mates. I had other people, but we just grew apart over the years. Do I miss my old squad mates? Yeah. Some of them I still talk to. And others, well, they ain't going through their own stuff. I tell them once, I tell them again. Sometimes you need to fix your shit. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm fixing my own mess. I did a lot of reflecting on how I treated both my squad mates, both in battle and off, how I treated Mama, how I treated a lot of people lately. I need a deep reflection on self. And I was starting to think that my illness was also a wake-up call. Cause one day I could be fine with them, and then again I could be one day too late and not making things right. I do want to make things right. The last thing I need to do is have my squad end on a sour note. Do I love them? Yeah, of course I do. They're nutcases, but then again I kind of signed them to me, so yeah, they're my responsibility. Or in this case, was my responsibility. But yeah. They say you never knew what you had till it was gone. Such is life. Such is life. So, some squad mates I do talk to, but some of them, I don't think they want to be bothered. And that's their right. I am a fire type, so I tend to burn a lot of things. I burn bridges, I burn people. If it could be lit on fire and be destroyed, I could burn it. Normally I burn the enemy. The last thing I need to do is burn everyone else. Or my pettiness or stupidity. I didn't want to hurt them. But that's the price I have to pay to actually be this way. I do miss them. I pray they're safe every day. But one of my squad mates asked me, do you remember what happened? And I told her I didn't, because if I want to move forward, if I want to heal myself and become better, then what I need to do is self-reflect on my actions, learn from my mistakes, and move on. I'm not going to do what I did 5 years ago, which was have what I did loop in my head over and over again to where it drove me to insanity. And then I had a mental breakdown for a day or two. I didn't want that to happen to me again. So part of me just refused to not let that happen. I want to fix my shit and get better. The last thing I need to do is to remember what happened, what separated us. Did I glubbed up? Yeah, it usually happens, one way or another. Now, sometimes on accident, sometimes on purpose. If it's on purpose, then I'm just acting a fool, just messing around. From time to time. But I want to be better. But this squad mate, she's a real spitfire. And you think that she wouldn't because she's a peach. But Mario likes peaches, so go get your peach, Jimmy. I used to call Mario Jimmy. No, it's James. How the fuck did I call him Jimmy? For some reason, I have my own Mandela effect. I think the reason why I say Jimmy because Jimmy is common to me. So I just think of the common name that starts with a J. And the thing I'm naming him about is James. If you know James and the Giant Peach, yeah, congratulations. You understand where these two came from. But I kept looking at Mama, Shawnee, and I'm like, darling, your hair's shaped like a squash. I mean, it's a cute ass squash, but still. And I can't fare no better. The top of my head looks like a bloody pin. Or bullet filing. Just imagine, like, the point or the full metal jacket of a bullet and then just, like, put on top of my head. That's me. But, jokes aside, I did go up. I did mess up, but I want to get better. Better for my people, better for my family, my squad mates, and everyone else. I mean, I'm always gonna make myself laugh or just try and be me to make myself feel better and to heal to the best of my abilities. I think that's the one thing that I won't change about me. I will change, like, bear myself for the environment, but I'm not gonna stop me because Obnox is going down. You get knocked down in life, but you gotta get back up. And I always get back up. And I think that's why I'm called Phoenix. Because I always get back up. I always rise to the occasion. No matter what happens. If you follow me, I'll lead you the way. Or I'll just lead you down a way where it's gonna be a meme. And it'll just be funny as hell. But there's that. But yeah, that's about it. Do I miss my squad? Yeah. Do I wish I could talk to him? Sure. But I do understand, like, if they want to let me go, that's also fine. Because if they did want to talk to me, they would have at least reached out to me on their own instead of me reaching out for them. But I can understand it. If they want to reach out, they know what to do. If they don't, hey, it was good knowing you. Just don't do anything dumb and get yourself hurt. That's all I'll ask of you. Anyway, I'm going to, yeah, I could post most of the vids that we have left from me and the squad, and I'll just see what fits. I got some funny clips on that one, so I'll make it happen. And speaking of happening, I'm planning to update this godforsaken channel. This channel has not been updated for the longest time since its creation, and I'm going to make some changes to the cover, pro, and everything. Oh, also, did you like the intro I kind of put together? I kind of made it myself, and I thought it was like a reboot to me returning, but also part of it is going to be used for whenever I'm in shooters and anything else in between. So there is that. I'm kind of proud of like making my own intro for my shooters channel, and I'll try to upload more if I can. If I can't upload, I will. I am planning to make my own schedule and see where that goes. And if I don't make a schedule, then I'll just post whatever comes to mind. But I will probably have like a fixed schedule. Like, I'll have like an adventure this day, and on this next day, we'll just have like a short little talk on me. Or just whatever comes to mind. I'll set it up and keep in the post just to see where things going. But yeah, that's all I got for you. I do apologize. I will become better because you demand better. Let's get better together and continue on.